Hey there, it's Michael Klepik back again, your air purification specialist. Today, we're diving into a topic that's often overlooked but can be critical in many industries: graphite dust. This sneaky substance can cause some serious problems if not managed properly. So, we'll break down what it is, why it's dangerous, and how to deal with it effectively using air scrubbing filters. Let's get into it. What is graphite dust? Graphite dust is composed of tiny airborne particles of graphite that result from processes like machining, grinding, or cutting graphite-based materials. Graphite is a naturally occurring form of carbon with excellent electrical conductivity and lubrication properties. It's used in various industrial applications, from manufacturing batteries to making brake pads and lubricants. However, all that cutting and grinding produces fine dust that can float around in the air. And trust me, you don't want to be breathing that stuff in. Composition of graphite dust. Graphite dust is primarily carbon-based. However, it can contain impurities depending on the source of the graphite and how it's processed. Some common elements that may be found alongside carbon include silicon, Si, iron, Fe, sulfur, S, aluminum, Al. These impurities can further complicate the hazards and handling procedures for graphite dust, making proper filtration and scrubbing even more essential in certain industries. Hazards of graphite dust. Now, let's talk danger. Graphite dust may not seem like a big deal at first, but it carries some serious risks, both to your health and the environment. Here's a breakdown of the main hazards. 1. Respiratory issues. Graphite dust can be inhaled deep into the lungs, leading to respiratory irritation or more severe conditions, such as pneumoconiosis, a lung disease caused by inhaling mineral dust. Long-term exposure can cause chronic breathing issues and lung damage. That's why industries that work with graphite must ensure proper air filtration to protect workers' health. 2. Combustibility. Graphite dust can be highly combustible in certain conditions. While pure graphite itself is not highly flammable, fine dust particles suspended in the air can form an explosive mixture if exposed to a spark or flame. This makes managing dust levels and removing particles from the air critical in preventing industrial accidents. 3. Environmental impact. If graphite dust is not controlled properly, it can enter the environment and affect air and water quality. Contaminating nearby ecosystems can lead to broader environmental hazards, impacting local wildlife and water sources. So proper containment and filtration are essential for maintaining both worker safety and environmental protection. Properties of graphite dust. Graphite has some unique properties that make it an interesting yet challenging material to manage. Understanding these characteristics is key to knowing how to filter and manage it effectively. 1. Lubrication. Graphite is a natural lubricant, which means it's slippery and difficult to trap. This property can make the dust harder to filter, as it tends to slip past traditional filter media if not properly designed. 2. Electrical conductivity. Graphite's excellent electrical conductivity makes it useful in a variety of applications, but it also means that its dust particles can interfere with sensitive electronics. If this dust settles on circuit boards or other electrical components, it could cause short circuits or malfunctions. 3. Particle size. Graphite dust particles are extremely fine, which can make them difficult to capture with standard air filters. These fine particles are light enough to remain suspended in the air for long periods, increasing the risk of inhalation or explosion in certain environments. Filters for graphite dust. So, what's the best way to deal with graphite dust? The answer lies in choosing the right filters and air scrubbing systems. The fine, slippery nature of graphite dust requires specialized filters that can handle these challenges. Let's break down some effective solutions. 1. Cartridge filters. Cartridge filters are one of the most efficient ways to capture graphite dust. These filters are designed with pleated filter media that provide a large surface area for trapping particles. Many industries use PTFE-coated cartridge filters, that's polytetrafluoroethylene for the chemistry buffs, because they can effectively capture fine particles like graphite dust, while also being resistant to clogging and buildup. The PTFE coating helps prevent graphite from slipping through the filter, which is essential given its lubricating properties. 2. HEPA filters. HEPA, high efficiency particulate air. Filters are capable of capturing particles as small as 0.3 microns, making them a great choice for filtering fine graphite dust. These filters can remove up to 99.97% of airborne particles, ensuring that even the smallest dust fragments are trapped. HEPA filters are especially useful in environments where clean air is critical, such as in electronics manufacturing or healthcare settings, where graphite dust exposure could pose additional risks. 3. Wet scrubbers. Wet scrubbers use liquid to wash graphite dust out of the air. The airborne particles come into contact with the scrubbing liquid, often water or a chemical solution, which captures and removes them from the airstream. Wet scrubbers are particularly effective in controlling combustible dust because they eliminate the dust's ability to ignite. 4. Electrostatic precipitators. Electrostatic precipitators work by charging the dust particles as they pass through the filtration system. These charged particles are then attracted to collection plates, effectively removing them from the air. This method is highly efficient for fine dust particles like graphite and is often used in larger industrial setups. 5. Baghouse dust collectors. Baghouse filters use fabric filter bags to capture dust particles. They're commonly used in large-scale industrial settings where heavy dust loads are present. For graphite dust, these systems often incorporate reverse pulse jet cleaning, which periodically blows air back through the bags to dislodge collected dust. While baghouse collectors are effective, they need to be carefully maintained to prevent buildup of fine dust like graphite, which can compromise the system's efficiency. Managing graphite dust is essential for maintaining both worker safety and the integrity of industrial processes. With its fine, slippery, and conductive properties, graphite dust can be a real headache without the proper filtration. But by using specialized filters like cartridge filters, HEPA systems, and wet scrubbers, you can keep your air clean and your workers safe. That's all for today, folks. If you've got any more questions or need help setting up your own air scrubbing systems, you know who to call. Torch Air is always here to help with custom solutions for your air purification needs. Stay safe, stay clean, and I'll catch you next time.